Blessings to you and blessings to you on this first day of the week, and welcome to Prophetic Lifestyles with Bernard Bolton. Listen, I want to ask you something. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, like this video and then share it with others. So today I want to talk about the prophetic meaning of the first day. Today is the first day of the week, and so I want to give you a prophetic picture. I know it's Sunday for many believers and Christians. Sunday is a day of worship, and so you'll be going to church. For others, it's a day of rest. You're not working today, so you're just going to be chilling at your house, or taking it easy. And then for others, you'll be working today. I've had to work on some first days, but I want to give you the prophetic meaning, because when we get the prophetic meaning of a day, I believe it stretches our imagination and causes us to see through the eyes of God. So I was led this morning to just look at the first day in Genesis 1, and to share with you that the same thing that occurred on the first day of creation is the same thing. Not exactly the same, because God is always working in a new way and in a new pattern or a new paradigm. But we can gain some principles of the first day that helps us to get an understanding of what the first day represents. Okay, so in Genesis chapter 1, it starts in verse number 1, which should be familiar to all believers. In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. So the first day is actually a day of intention, and it's a day of planning. On the first day, God had planned, and it was God's intent to create the heavens and the earth. So when you enter into the first day, one of the things you should be doing is you should be thinking in terms of creatively. You should be thinking in terms of creativity. What is it that I'm going to create? What is it that I'm going to bring forth? What am I going to form and fashion? Okay, that's a great principle from the first day. And then in verse number 2, it talks about the condition of the planet before God began his work. So also on the first day of the week, we want to take a look at the condition of our lives, the condition of our relationships, the conditions of our, everything that is relative to us. So in verse number 2, it says that the earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. Okay, and so that was the condition of the earth before the Lord began to work in it, or begin his work of creativity. And so so today is a good day to just take a good look. Take a good look at your business. Take a good look at your personal life. Take a look at your relationship with the Lord. Okay, as you are getting in this place of creativity and creating. All right. Then it says in the B part of the second verse, it says, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the deep. And so then we want to also look at how we are partnering. This today is a day to see our partnership with Holy Spirit, because without him, then there won't be any creativity, or there will be a shell of that which we can create. But Holy Spirit is hovering. He's actually waiting to join us in the thing that we are purposing to do. And then sometimes Holy Spirit is also speaking to us about what do we need to be doing. So sometimes your creativity is a partnership with Holy Spirit, where he is the one speaking about what it is that you need to make occur. And then verse number 3, God speaks. So today is a good day to hear God. Okay, then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God spoke. And here is the greatest expression of the prophetic is thus saith the Lord, what the Lord is saying. So today is a good day to review what the Lord has said. What is the Lord saying, and what has the Lord said? Okay, so you review the voice of the Lord. You review the words of the Lord that has been spoken to you. And that also is what helps us to establish the first day. What has God said? What is it that Elohim, my Father and Creator, is saying? All right. And then it says in verse number 4, and God saw the light that it was good, and he divided the light from the darkness. Now, here is the really the work of creativity. Now, God creates with his word. Okay, so God speaks, and it is so. And then God begins to create by division, or he begins to separate. And one of the things that we can consider on the first day is what needs to be separated. What needs to be uh, separated or divided in our life? What is it that we need to see that is good? I believe you need to review all of the good things that's in your life, whether it's by your creation, the Lord's creation, the Lord bringing it, you obeying the Lord, and then manifesting that. You should look at the fruit, the harvest that is coming forth because of the seeds that you planted. You should look at all of the good things that's taking place. The first day is a day just to look at all of the good things that are occurring in your life, because everything in the world is pulling us towards seeing the bad things, and there's a lot of bad things. It's kind of shameful, but I'm not even saying there is a time to look at the bad things that are happening, but the first day is the day where we look at all of the good things that are occurring in our life. And then to divide the light from the darkness. Okay, and that division is necessary because our focus is going to always be on the light, and the first day should be a day where we're focusing on the light, but we also have to be aware of where the darkness is, because there will always be darkness in our lives. And so the first day is the day to divide light from darkness and to know where is both. And then the Lord called. The next verse says, verse 5, and God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. All right. And so today is also a day of reviewing our calling. The calling is actually the declaration of the purpose of a thing. God has declared to you your purpose, why you were born, why you are here. Part of my calling, my oldest calling, is the call to preach, and God called me to preach when I was 17, almost 40 years now. So most of my life I have spent as a called preacher, but I've had other calls, and the calling is not the only time that the Lord is speaking to you. Okay, calling also is the Lord invitation. It's an invite. He's inviting you to a specific assignment. That assignment does not always have to be for your entire life, but he calls you to an assignment. So when he called me to preach at 17, then at 45, he revealed to me that I was an apostle. The apostle was not a calling, it was a revelation. Okay, and then there has been other times where I have had a call from God, and then I've had a revelation. But the call basically declares your purpose. It tells you why you exist, why you are here in the earth. What is it that you have been born and accomplished to do? And so when he says in verse number 5, he called the light day. He gave it a specific function. Okay, it's no longer just light, but it's day, because he gave it a specific function in a specific time. And then the darkness he called night. He gave it a specific day. He gave it a specific purpose in a specific time. And then it says, at the end, so the evening and the morning were the first day, which means that the first day was concluded or it was ended. So these are some of the things I want to encourage you to do today as you watch this video, and these are some first day principles that you can do every first day. I look forward to the first day. When I was a pastor, I looked forward to the first day because it was an opportunity to preach to the congregation. Now I look forward to the first day because it is an opportunity for me to set the rest of my week, to establish the rest of my week, and to position my, because whatever you do the first day, you can do every day. Doesn't mean you're going to do it every day, but you can do it every day. And so I do a lot of work on the first day of the week because it positions me for the other 6 days. And then when I get to the seventh day, I'm ready to rest. Okay. You got any questions, any comments, please write them in the chat box. And I look forward to coming back to visit with you real soon. Shalom.